What is up, everybody? Just driving over this stupid bridge like I do every day. It's a nice ass boat. Get out the way, I need to get to work. I need to get home. What is up, everybody? Just cruising over the bridge in 51-degree weather and rainy weather, which I'm actually enjoying the cold because I'm a big fan of the cold weather. I love it here in Florida when it gets cold and it gets rainy because that's the weather I like. I don't like 24/7 humid and hot. I cannot stand the humid and the hot heat. That I don't even understand why it's humid and hot all the time. And I heard on the news that that dude's hauling ass in his Chevy S10. That dude's flying by. Man, what do you guys want for Christmas? Are you guys looking for something particular? Do you guys just wanting to spend time with your family and loved ones? And I still remember giving this guy a Subway sandwich because it was technically going to be for me, but I was walking by and I seen this guy homeless. He had like long beard and he just looked like he was very hungry. And I had, look at this way, I had a whole apartment full of food. So what I did was, I was like, hey, dude, you want my sandwich? He was like, nah. You know, the pride, you know how people have pride. And he's like, nah, I can't accept that. I was like, nah, you can accept it. I'm gonna give you this sandwich so you can have something to eat. And the guy kind of literally, what I remember, kind of like almost crying because he was like, wow, someone actually was thinking of me and was willing to give up something for me so I can have something to eat. And I felt really good about that. To this day, I still feel really good about giving that guy something. Could the guy have been a drug addict? I don't know. All I know is he was looking homeless and he was on the side of the building looking like he hadn't eaten, that he was extremely hungry. And I thought it was the right thing to do by giving him the food. And he ate it and enjoyed it. And after I gave him the sandwich, he looked at me and said, thank you. After I was walking away, he said, thank you, I appreciate it. And I bet you scarfed it down because he was hungry as a mother, you know? And that's a good feeling when you do something for somebody, even though you do not know them. I remember I went out with the family one time to a restaurant, right? And me, my mom, my dad, we were actually at this restaurant eating, and we don't know who did it, but the waiter, my dad was like, hey, can I get the bill? And the waiter was like, oh no, the table next to you paid for your bill. Why did they pay for our bill? Was our bill that expensive? It was like $40, but somebody went out of their way to legitimately pay for our bill. And they paid for it, and we said, oh, thank you. We didn't have anybody to thank. We just told the waiter, we said, okay, that's cool, and we left. And we said, and they asked, did you know those people? We said, we don't even know who they were, but they ended up paying for our food so we could get the meal basically for free. It wasn't like we were broke, we didn't have money. It was just the fact that they decided to pay for our food, and that was the legitimate thing. They paid for the food. Cool. But sometimes there's people that are out there that are very nice, very genuine, and they'll do stuff like that. And then there's other times people just don't care about other people because they just don't have that nice heart. But I thought it was a nice gesture to give that person my sandwich, even though it's you're like, well, it's just a sandwich. Yeah, well, maybe just a sandwich to you is just a sandwich, but for someone who hasn't eaten in like a month or like a couple days or however long the guy hasn't been eating, that sandwich is gonna taste like filet mignon or something like very, very high quality. He's just gonna scarf it down. It doesn't even matter if it's McDonald's. The guy was hungry, and I thought it was the necessary thing just to help him out. That's why I think holidays are about giving back and spending time with family. And if you see somebody that's homeless and you have a bunch of change, why don't you just give them? Say, hey, this guy needs some money more than I do. And it's a good feeling to help other people. And it was definitely a good feeling. I was only like 24, 25 years old. I was in college.